said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. The Razorbacks will put total leather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Volunteers' offense will come out first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Vols are flying down the field. Lost a throw on first down. Here's a hit. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And the Volunteers can really attack on this second and short. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field. Nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. Absolutely center cut. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about in that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
So Arkansas's offense will go to work for the first time today. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this cornerback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David. Happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed. He's got game-breaking ability. Catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I can... Watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Second down, he'll throw it. Bring in the heat. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
So here is the Tennessee offense. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They go to the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Here comes the heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Vols decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Razorbacks line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. Able to punt, can bail them out. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you could tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard it.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul.
So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Mayo. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The Volunteers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Davis. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the 1st quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. We've played 1. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard, it's good. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Florida is down right now inside the swamp, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Gainesville today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Mississippi State. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's got it on the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football.
Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Under fire. He'll try to do it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, running back gets to give. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got the quick pass. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And the Razorbacks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Arkansas! Great job by the back on the option. Lining up for the point after and the lead. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So,
turning it on! He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They want to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Looking for a huge play. Makes the grab right down the middle. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Grabbed in the middle. It's Clements. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown ball! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Here he comes from inside his own. He's got an alley. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Razorbacks. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working. A lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
and at this point too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
Looking for room. It's Mayo. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, you can see why Rocky Top is so excited about this guy. He's a home run waiting to happen. Not only can he run you over, but he can run around you, too. This is an offense that doesn't only have to throw the football.
Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Tennessee! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Finding an escape route. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his second of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off play action on first down. Makes the catch. It's Casey. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. There he goes. Touchdown, Volunteer. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads it left. Got his man downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. That pass is incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Razorbacks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Then through the contact. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Into the end zone. Pass is broken up. Incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Really nice job of awareness on first down that time by the defender. He sees it thrown, he's able to knock it down for the incompletion.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Lets it go to the end zone. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. The lead is down to a field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's going to try to return this one. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. So here is the Tennessee offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Now on second down. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Takes it from the gun on third down. Going to try to get it himself. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. And so a huge gain is negated by an illegal forward pass. Punt is in the air. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Give to the single back. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a great one today in Knoxville so far. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive on the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
And if I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. At the 35, he's open. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Great place to start for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Finds his big tight end. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Vols trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Power ahead. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to bully their way in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown ball.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Man, it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. Florida is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up by 32 over Mississippi State. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On target to the left. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. The Razorbacks look to keep this drive humming. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Meyer. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the 1st down marker. And the Razorbacks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Got a little space. Breaks into the open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
The hand to the running back. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a 1st down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Red pass, it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Field gets a little tighter here in the red zone. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quickly complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. This crowd knows when to bring it. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Razorbacks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Touchdown, Arkansas! Excellent pass by the back on the option. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
It took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This is a game of swings and momentum and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all 3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and just stay aggressive. To understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
These last 2 plays really are a microcosm of why this guy is so dangerous as a dual-threat quarterback. He showed you the arm talent. He showed you the accuracy on the previous completion. And then on this play, it's not open, so he takes off and runs and gets it. There's so many different ways this guy can affect you as a defense because of his athleticism, man. He is a special talent.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Quick strike complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. 4th down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He caught it. Touchdown, Razorbacks. They take the lead with the 6. Oh, they blocked the extra point. They marched 56 yards to the end zone, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds a man on the left. Oh, he's got some space. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Clock winds inside a minute to play here in the 3rd. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Mayo. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect it.
And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. We've reached the break. Arkansas has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And the Volunteers will bring the punt team onto the field. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. To the air on first down. Firing to the right, complete. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. The Razorbacks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and Nealon on third down. They'll try to run for it. Turning it on. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Ramos. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. From the gun, running back on the move. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Randall. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup, spotted at the 25-yard line. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. The give on the option. And runs through another one. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. The give on the inside. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Rides to back and leaves it. Touchdown, Arkansas! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Snagged in the middle. It's Casey. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. This guy's putting up some numbers today, approaching that Joey Kent, Marcus Nash territory.
He's been unbelievable. There's just no way to stop him. The defense hasn't had answers. It's throw it to him short, he can make plays. It's throw it to him long. You got to do something to slow this guy down right now because he is absolutely killing this defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Vols are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Complete on the shuffle. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on second down. Looking for a deep man. Complete to the right. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. The Volunteers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Here's the pressure. And the defense got him at the 27. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Pressure coming. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. Looking for more room. Returns it down to the 35-yard line as they cash in on the opportunity to force a turnover.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They'll go right back to it. There he goes. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to power their way ahead. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Razorbacks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He stopped immediately. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Gives it on the option. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. And the Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Punt is in the air on 4th down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Davis. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Davis. tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Just keep slinging it. Throws to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
After that incompletion, fourth and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the fourth quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup?
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. A big play gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. The Vols with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
QB spikes the ball to stop the clock.
Backed up now. Here's second and long.
Brings up second down.
Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal. And the Volunteers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been grabbed in the end zone for a touchdown, and there's still a hill to climb, but they are still fighting, staggering, stumbling, but still upright and not finished yet.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back. Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground.